Welcome everyone to another Good Vibes Gaming discussion. And I had to do something with this trailer because I was like, all right, we can do a deep dive. And then I looked at the Dread report. It's like, oh, they just told everything. Cool, that's done. So I looked through my Rolodex and found one SomeCallMeJohnny to join me for this discussion on the new Metroid Dread trailer. They're calling it Trailer 2, so, you know, original stuff right there. But yeah, we got a brand new trailer, and I'll say this right now. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to go in kind of spoiler-free, do not watch this trailer. This is a trap. But we fell for it, so
it's a fake block. You're thinking it's like it's safe to traverse through, and you just fall right through, and you're in spoiler zone. Like,
exactly.
Oh my god! Like I thought I made an ironclad promise that I want to go into this game as blind as possible. It is the next Metroid game. I've been waiting for Metroid 5 for close to 2 decades at this point. And I just want to go in as blind as Samus is and whatever journey she's going through. That lasted a minute because after they released another trailer, I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna watch this one. And all right, I didn't learn much from that one, but it's cool. Like, this game is looking amazing. This trailer, on the other hand, it's like, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, folks. I am still very much excited for this game. Nothing's gonna get in the way of that. But I really wish I didn't watch this trailer, because they gave away way too much.
Yeah, it's the Nintendo trap where it's a little bit teases, and you think you're going to stick with that, and then like as it gets closer, usually it's like 2 to 3 weeks before the thing comes out. That's when I was like, stop watching the trailers. But no, they decided 2 months or a month and a half, I guess. God, it's coming up quick.
It really is. It's dropping on the same weekend as TMG.
I saw that, and I'm not going to TMG.
So pisses me off.
I'm not going to TMG, so I'm like, yay! Because this is all I'm doing. I'm sorry. Like, it's like Kai screaming, like, yeah, Kai, you keep crying, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, my panel is just an hour of me playing Dread, and everybody watches.
Hey,
thanks for the support.
I bet people would go watch that. Just feed you questions as you're playing the games. Like, So yeah, full spoiler warning. Like, I don't think there's like. Basically, it's abilities and more setup for the intro, because that's what they've always been sort of teasing around it, never fully showing it. I thought they'd stick with it, but no, they go ahead and show you Samus versus this. They're just calling it Chozo Warrior in the Dread report, and damn, man.
This ain't your grandfather's Chorizo statue from Super Metroid. Like, this is a fully decked out Chozo Warrior in his own kind of battle armor and cannon, and it's the vibe I got from the trailer was a one-off sort of rival encounter, because there's a shot specifically that I think I might understand what's going on, but I get the feeling that this character is kind of gonna hound you as much as like the Emu droids, keeping tabs on you and challenging every once in a while when you maybe get a new ability, and it's probably going to get backstabbed by some alien creature by the end, because there's one specific shot that kind of got me where they have Samus in a chokehold, and then like Samus gets all wide-eyed, and then it goes red as if something like impaled her or something impaled him. That's the idea I got.
See, we saw that red glow before in an earlier trailer, and I wondered if it was like him sucking away her powers or doing something like that, and that's how she lost her abilities this time around. Yeah. Now, my first thought when I saw it, it's like, oh, does she have some new like super ability she's pulling from her body, like using that Chozo blood for something? And I was like, no, that I don't think so. I just sort of dismissed it. Now going back to that theory and being like, you know, maybe there is something, like she has some sort of inner ability now she's going to be able to pull out and do something crazy with. But you are right. Like, the thing is, at one point she does crack its helmet. I just rewatching the trailer now, so you can get a sense of like how this is all going. And she uses a super missile against them. That's how she cracks it. So she even starts out with super missiles in this game, but not that you're going to play that. But God, it shows a ton of new abilities. We get to see the gravity suit, because there's a purple suit in here. So there's
you can't. It's not a Metroid game without a gravity suit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the gravity suit. But I feel like some new core ability like is going to unlock with Samus, and she's going to just go ham on this dude. I don't think he's going to hound her in the same way as Emmy's, because if you fight this guy too much, I think his threat level kind of decreases.
Sure.
Or I don't really like those villains that are like, aha, you've got a new ability, but still not as good as me. I'm going to leave even though I could easily kill you.
Yeah. If the intent is to kill the character in the first place, though, I would argue, because we don't know the intentions of this character yet, or anything happening for that matter. I mean, besides the fact that, Samus is getting hounded. But God. I also have the trailer on repeat on my monitor here, and I can't look away, man. And it's a couple of things. It's some of the new. It's weird thinking back though, because while Metroid in a 2D fashion has been starving for years on end. Not to put down like Samus Returns on it. That was a good refresher. It's weird seeing Samus have all these new abilities that are technically new to Metroid, or at least it's a new spin on classic Metroid, but they're abilities that are kind of standard in other Metroidvanias or search actions, whatever your preferred term is nowadays. Like the mid-air dash. I absolutely love the idea of a mid-air dash. But Harmony of Dissonance did that already on the Game Boy Advance. You know what I mean?
It does kind of feel like Mercury Steam's like, all right, we need to. There's a lot that's come out since Metroid Fusion. We got to catch up a little bit here. And I mean, they do have that. That's called it's a new Ion ability called the Flash Shift, where she travels backwards and forward on the ground or in the air in an instant. It can be done consecutively up to 3 times. And it really highlights something I like about all of her abilities that they've shown so far, where they're useful for both exploration and combat. Like, yeah. I don't remember that happening too often. Usually it's one or the other. I don't remember using a lot of her abilities for combat outside the ones that, were meant for combat.
No, because most things in other Metroid games were just a matter of you just blasting it with beams and missiles. Your mobility had little to do with how you combated the enemy itself.
Yeah.
That does not seem to be the case here, which just makes it more exciting because this might be a really difficult Metroid game. Like looking back
it really
at it,
could
like
be.
With the amount of utility you are given just in terms of movement, and given how difficult some boss encounters were in Samus Returns, Mercury Steam's first attempt at this, we might be in for a ball buster of a Metroid game.
That kind of excites me.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like, obviously, you were able to get more bang for your buck by choosing different difficulties in Samus Returns, but inherently the game was just a tougher Metroid game because of your new abilities, and this is just that on steroids.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
man, I can't wait to see the kind of stuff I can pull off.
Oh, I'm assuming you saw earlier the little Twitter thing they put out. Like, Samus just has a normal double jump now.
Yeah. Again, this is talking about how these new things that are added to Metroid, which already been well versed into other similar games, where Metroid had the space jump since the second game. But that wasn't really so much of a double jump, it was just more of consecutive jumps that you had to rhythmically tap the button. Everybody hated it because sometimes the space jump just wouldn't work and you just fall straight down. But starting in the mid to late 90s, other games of this caliber would just start giving her basic double jump. How Prime did the double jump before 2D Metroid did, and
true.
It's so weird. But at the same time, considering we get the double jump, we get the mid-air dash, we have a slide maneuver, it's becoming more and more aligned with what we expect other search acting games to have, but it's just for the better, because again, this game looks like it's gonna be so wonderful to control, and I am just so down for having a game where I am in control of everything I do. Oh
yeah, I'm a simple mark, but I love the new Storm missile where you send out like 5 missiles at a time. That's just It's always cool to me.
It's like the Seeker missile from Prime 2, but it actually works.
Yeah, exactly. I like how they demonstrated, like, all right, here it is in puzzles, here it is against enemies. Sweet. That is awesome. And I missed it when the first time I watched the trailer, but the ice missile is back. So she's still, I think that I had some people wondering if I guess Samus still had the Metroid DNA. It's like once she got the suit back, the Metroid DNA sort of left her. But no, but with the return of the Ice Missile, she still has that Metroid DNA, which also, that explains why she's immune to the X. So,
yeah, I was gonna say, without the Metroid DNA, she's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
she can't survive the X infestation without it.
So, I like that continuation. We got all these multiple missiles. There are way more abilities here than I took a look at the status screen and trying to see how many would be there. And it's like, all right, it seems pretty modest. And I'm seeing all this. It's like, holy crap, there's so many. There is so many abilities that she has in this game. Like they confirmed the screw attack, the shine spark, speed booster. Then they got a new thing called the cross bomb.
Well, the cross bomb I didn't really get to see much of. I think it might have been blink or miss it in the. Was that in this trailer? Or
it must have been because it's part of this Dread report.
Okay, because I didn't really acknowledge that at first because I'm enamored by everything else this damn trailer is showing off.
Yeah, it's really good at that.
Yeah, for the better and for the worse, because there was one thing I really wish they kept out.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like it's one thing to see Samus versus this Chozo leader, warrior, and other warriors throughout the game. It's another thing to show Kraid.
Yeah, I was like, I was of two minds. I was like, oh, Kraid. Oh, Kraid.
Yeah.
I really wish I didn't see that.
I know. I've been dying for this guy to come back for a long time. Like, I always look at that Prime concept art of Kraid. Like, why wasn't he in a Prime game?
And it's just like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's just simple nostalgia waxing. Because who the hell is Kraid? Kraid was a one-off boss in the first game and the remake, and that's it. But he left a pretty big impression, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was obviously the encounter Super Metroid as well, but still, it's like someone you want to see come back. It's like Ridley came back so many damn times throughout the series. Why can't Kraid also have that kind of rejuvenation? And it's really cool. He seems to be bound though, so I'm not sure if this is like the same Kraid or maybe it was a Kraid that was biologically recreated.
I'm not sure. It really does seem like it gives a sense of the power to these Chozo because they seem so much.
They got Kraid on a leash.
Yeah, they got Kraid on a leash.
Maybe it's like the Cerberus guarding the gates of hell.
It is. You really do feel just a sense of power. Like I've never felt like Samus has had the odds so stacked against her. It just seems like, all right, random mistake caused me to lose my powers. Let's do this again and kick some ass. It's like,
absolutely.
You never really felt that danger, but now it does seem overwhelming for her.
Yeah, because you have to just put it all in pieces because from the get-go we know about the Emmy droids and how they are likely just going to be a continuous threat throughout the entire game. Or maybe the first half, because they can very much pull a Symphony of the Night and do everything upside down now with a new threat. But
get the planet gets inverted. You got to go work your way back through everything's upside down.
I don't know how you turn a planet upside down. But then you have the Chozo warriors on top of that, and on top of just regular bosses from Metroid games of old. And yeah, it really does feel like everything in the kitchen sink is being thrown at Samus, which Granted, I feel is appropriate because we've been waiting for this game for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
and
there is no way this planet is surviving.
God knows. Oh yeah, I can't wait. They give me the option to save or kill the planet. I will hit the kill planet button twice.
Oh god, yeah.
But we don't know when we'll be getting another 2D Metroid game after this. Mm-mm. So if this is their way of not just celebrating the 35th anniversary, obviously, but them saying that we're probably not going to give you one for a long time after this. This could be our Kid Icarus uprising of 2D Metroid games. But damn, it looks like I have a lot to enjoy and celebrate with this.
Yeah.
Silver lining though, because we also still have Prime 4 along the way.
We do
down the docket. So it's not all bad. If this ends up being like the one and done, all right, we give you one, now shut up. Bye, Mario.
Although, I mean, with the pre-orders doing pretty well, the excitement being really just, I mean, maybe it's just the people I follow, but there seems to be some genuine excitement for this game.
I want this to be the beginning of a Metroid renaissance.
I think it could do that. We could have that 1-2 punch of Dread and Prime 4.
Yeah, I'm not asking for Metroid to be like a yearly release sort of thing, but there was a time where Metroid was like once every 3 or 4 years. You know, we had it the best in the early 2000s because you not only have Fusion and Prime coming out around the same time, like a couple of years after you had Zero Mission and Prime 2, and like opinions on Prime 2 aside, still that was a lot of Metroid we were getting at once, and I wanted to kind of go back to that. Maybe not release a 2D and a Prime game around the same time, but it's a constant flow of Metroid stuff.
I like the idea of alternating between 3D and 2D Metroid as we go forward. Yeah, and just like, here's one team working on the 3D stuff, here's Mercury's team working on the 2D stuff. Beautiful, because honestly the amount of time between Samus Returns and Dread is kind of perfect. What was that, 3 years?
About 3 years. I think Samus Returns was 2018. Something
like that. It was like the last gasps of the 3DS.
Yeah.
And I really did enjoy that game.
Yeah, but still, it was perfect. Like the time between releases of those games was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Just enough that when you get the next one, it's like, yep, I'm ready.
Yeah,
bring it
absolutely.
on.
So I think what you do now is, after this game, in anticipation for Prime 4, they finally pulled the damn trigger on the Switch trilogy. You know, or at least, honestly, what they should be doing too. They don't necessarily have to do it now, but after the fact, they need to get all the other games on the Switch.
Yeah,
like, they really do. I think the only one is Super right now.
Super in the original Metroid.
And the original Metroid,
which not exactly Fusion, the ideal way to play the original Metroid.
Fusion, Zero Mission, that's easy money right there.
Yeah,
like you need to get those on the Switch.
I have seen so many people track down the games in order to catch up,
or dust off the Wii U.
Yeah,
they download it from the Virtual Console.
Exactly. That takes dedication to dust off the Wii U. Like all these other games are coming to the Switch that made the Wii U not needed, and all of a sudden old Metroid games is what bringing out the Wii U.
Yeah, just coming out of the closet, just blowing a cake of dust, just flies right out of the thing.
Smoke bomb.
Absolutely. You'll never catch me alive.
Oh gosh, but I mean that's really what it comes down to. Is like I gotta ask, because they're still doing these Dread reports. More are coming. Do we dare watch another trailer? I have a feeling if there's another trailer comes out, I have to stay away from it.
I've already watched the third one. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna say no, because I'm likely gonna just fall back into it. Because I'm so excited for this game. Like, again, I really did try and go into this as blind as possible. And for those that managed to avoid the temptation at this point, more power to you. You got so much to look forward to.
Yeah, seriously. And that's why I wanted to do this discussion, because obviously we usually talk about Dread reports on Today's News Tonight, and I didn't want to get into this and get specifics. Because I don't want to spoil people. That's why I kept my tweet vague, because I get it. Going into this as blind as possible and having some random person just ruin some surprises you were trying to keep sucks. So that's why I want this. This is the spoiler bits for people who don't care about spoilers, or fell for the trailer like we did. And
indulge me as I go gaga. Damn it!
Exactly. I want to hype. I'm gonna hype irresponsibly, because this. I'll be honest. Ratchet and Clank was my game of the year so far. This is gonna be. I just.
This will be my game of the year regardless, even if it's a piece of crap. No, I'm kidding. But damn, I want to play this so bad. I can't, and it's perfect because I'm getting ready to go into the Metroid series for myself in the main channel, and I'm just counting the days down. It's like I'm just getting everything ready just for my revisit into the Metroid universe with a brand new entry. And I feel like such a mark right now. It's like saying all of these generic buzz phrases, like I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for Dread. But damn, I'm like a kid at a toy store, just waiting for this new toy to come out that I've been looking forward to for so long. I'm pushing my mid-30s.
I can still feel like a kid, damn it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what's so exciting about this, is that when you get that certain game that you haven't gotten in a while, and to have it look so good, it is pure jubilation.
Yeah, and this is our Sonic Mania of Metroid.
Yeah, and pretty much, and I had the same feeling when I saw Ratchet and Clank revealed. Got the feeling when we finally got Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's just one of those things, like, you get that thing that you've been waiting for and hoping for, and all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, it's better than I expected.
Yeah. Then I just hope, and I hope it delivers on all fronts, even though it looks basic, because we pretty much played the whole game watching the trailer.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. We know the final boss. We know all, it's all there.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Like, I mean, do they do the impossible and only have Kraid, not Ridley?
I think it's too tempting for them to not pull the trigger on Ridley again.
Yeah, that is true.
It's kind of a traditional. That's the Bowser to Samus's Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would laugh if we got Kraid, Fantoon, and Crocomile, but no Ridley.
Crocomile. Yeah, no love for Dragon either.
Yeah, exactly. Screw that guy. He knows what he's doing.
A girl, Derrick, was pregnant with children.
Oh goodness. But
there's so much to look forward to.
It really is. And I mean, we could keep going, but it'd just be more gushing. Is there anything else about any of the abilities or anything like that you wanted to bring up before we ended this off?
No, I think we pretty much covered them. Obviously, again, just from what we've seen in today's trailer, I'm just looking forward to the amount of it. Like, it's because we've gone beyond. I hope the wall jump is the same as Super Metroid.
I know.
You know, now it's a matter of, I can do like this all directional dash 3 times on top of the shine spark, a double jump, a wall jump. It's like, and Samus is gonna look so much fun to control in this. Like, man, like, it's not even just a matter of how long is my first playthrough gonna be, but how fast is my second playthrough or my third playthrough?
Once you have all that stuff down and know what you're
absolutely.
doing.
I cannot wait. More than ever, I cannot wait to replay this game on top of just being able to play the game at all.
Yeah, I am right there with you. My last little thing I wanted to bring up is I love this transmission from the dev team for the Dread report. We have a pseudo official title for what happens to Samus at the start of every game. They call it ability amnesia.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They say, as a result, her defeat caused, as one might say, ability amnesia. I'm like, okay.
Ability amnesia.
That's good.
I guess.
I mean, they had, at least this seems like a legit reason to lose powers.
Listen, it's been 20 years. I don't remember how to do this, all right? Back off.
Hell. All right. Well, I believe that covers it for our discussion on Metroid Dread's second trailer. Johnny, where can everybody find you at? Because they got to go watch those Metroid reviews.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, guys, you can find me at youtube.com/SomeCallMeJohnny. At the time of this video going up, I'm getting ready to launch my last video in this mini Sonic marathon that I've been doing in celebration of that dude's 30th anniversary. But immediately after that, I'm beginning Metroid's 35th anniversary celebration. I'm looking at all the classic Metroid games up until, I want to say, Prime and Prime 2. Because it's been a while since I looked at those games under the Versus moniker, and I just have a lot to say in the coming month, because I'm ready to bleed my heart out for one of my favorite franchises of all time.
I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait to watch those. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/gvgaming. But even just subscribing to the channel and ringing that bell helps us a ton. You can expect a lot more Dread coverage as time goes on. So until next time, bye.